Hello guys, today we got the best-selling movies of the year, and two movies have left the chart, and it's Charlie's Angels and Hustlers. Okay, these are two movies that were applauded by critics, called masterpieces by critics, and they are not selling. Okay, oh yeah, and this is also a week where the Parasite got a stealth 4K release date. They sort of came out with the first boot and the movie came out. I think that will push the movie past 200,000 copies, but nope, we don't have to, it won't be like that. And actually, it's about to be outsold by IP Man, the finale HID's movie as well. So yep. But IP Man, the finale again is an action movie compared to Parasite, which is more of a drama. Which of course, as you all know, on Blu-ray, action movies sell movies that are more centered about the action or the story sell way more copies than movies that are not based off the action. Unless it has Disney's logo on it, of course, like that. So that's why you have movies like Midway outselling 1917. You have Double Tap outselling Dark Fate, even though Dark Fate's garbage anyway, so it deserves to be outsold. But yeah, you have Vor Vivo Alley, which is about to outsell Dark Fate, along with Knives Out, which will probably outsell Dark Fate, and Birds of Prey, which is surprising everybody and is selling actually pretty well on Blu-ray. Rambo Last Blood is one of the major movies that have been selling on Blu-ray as well. And yeah, Doolittle, even Doolittle. And yeah, family movies also another type of movie that do really well on Blu-ray because of course kids have to watch movies as well, not just adults. So yeah, and yeah, and you just look at 2019 sales, it can clearly see that heavy comic book movie, barring Hellboy and Man in Black International, has passed 1 billion copies. And of course, re-releases of movies. No, and of course, movies that came out in previous years like Infinity War and Homecoming. Whereas, of course, movies that have sold 1 million copies in another year. Of course, by 2018 and 2017. Same thing with, and yeah, those movies sold 1 million copies in other years as well. So, oh yeah, Dragon Ball Super Broly, if we consider manga a comic book, which according to Google, the manga is a Japanese comic book. So, yeah. So, we look here, every comic book movie has passed 1 million copies. So, Alita Battle Angel, Venom, even Venom, that movie came out last year, still passed 1 million copies. Dark Phoenix, no god, it was not a comic movie. Shazam, Endgame, Captain Marvel, Aquaman, basically every comic movie that released this year, every major one, Spider-Man: The Spider-Verse, Spider-Man: Far From Home, and yeah, basically every comic book movie has passed 1 million copies. Okay, on this side. Okay, and it's the same thing with next year, or Joker passed 1 million copies as well. And yeah, there are some older comic book movies that have sold pretty well as well, such as Infinity War and Homecoming, which have reached the charts as well. And the same thing with next year, there's a lot of movies that are comic book movies that sold pretty well, that released last year. And yeah, comic book movies have done really well on Blu-ray, despite the whole thing. Oh, Blu-ray's dead. The whole argument of that. Infinity War Endgame is about to pass 5 million copies, which I was saying it was going to pass 5 million copies. It will probably pass 5 million copies by the year's end. But yeah, Endgame is about to outsell The Hope, which is a movie that I never heard of before. So yeah. So yeah, Charlie's Angels has fallen off the charts along with Hustlers, which are two movies that the critics popped up. Nobody bought them, okay, on Blu-ray. And yeah, they're no longer in the top 100 movies of the year. Yeah, Charlie's Angels is no longer in the top 100 movies, being outsold by The Accountant, The Wolf of Wall Street, and The Greatest Showman and Hacksaw Ridge. Three of the movies you can buy for basically $5 anywhere on Blu-ray and on DVD, even on Blu-ray for some of those titles as well. So yeah, and yeah, we have movies that have been selling for a while also here as well. So yeah, even with the new titles, the Blu-rays have been selling pretty well, despite there being no new titles. Yep. So yep, that's basically it. Goodbye.